Hey everyone, welcome back to Facility D20. In today's video, we're going to do some super easy, super cheap Xenos Alien Jungle Terrain. This stuff is perfect for Warhammer 40k or if your D&D party is about to head into the Feywild like mine. Come on in, I'm going to show you how to get this done. Let's get organized for this project. First thing we're going to need to do is get a base. Now that I got your attention, let's glue some sand to that base. Now you can be a crazy person like me and spend 902 Canadian on a pot of Citadel sand, or you can go out by the door like a normal person and just get some for free. But I probably filled this pot up about 100 times since I bought this stuff way back when. Give it a little pat down, make sure it's stuck with the glue, dust it off, bam, there's your base. So guys, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. It means the world to me and it means the world to us tiny YouTube channels. It really helps us get our content out there. Hey guys, a little bit of Mod Podge and brown paint mixed up here. We're going to give this a base coat and we'll be good to go. If you don't got PVA, glue, or Mod Podge, it's fine. Just go at it with the paint. It'll still work out. So you can just kind of whack it on there. There's no big deal. If you miss a few spots, we're going to give it a little dry brush afterwards anyway, so just like quickly put the paint on there, don't worry about it. Make sure you get the edges. Cheap acrylic paints like this is the best for doing terrain. You can get this anywhere, any dollar store, any craft store. You don't want to be wasting your good paints on this stuff. Don't worry about dry brushing it. Most of this is going to get covered in flock anyway, so you just want to go ahead and hit those edges just to tie the color of this thing together. So I picked up this big bag of random aquarium plants from Amazon. It was super cheap. I just went through it, picked out some of the ones that I thought were interesting, started clipping off little pieces of it, colorful stuff, things that I thought looked cool, and just started gluing it to the base. Guys, I kind of had the inspiration for this project from Avatar. I remember watching that movie and seeing all those alien jungles and thought it was like super cool. And I had my Eldar Craft World that I've been playing since 2nd edition, and I wanted to build some sort of crazy, colorful alien world for them. So I came up with this idea and decided that I wanted to use aquarium plants because they were bright and colorful. So I even used the little bases that came with these things. I just glued them on there and hit them with some Citadel contrast paint to give them some color and just look like another piece of plant life. Decided that this piece needed a little extra blue, and then it needed a few little pieces here and there to kind of fill in the jungle floor. Guys, let me know in the comments if you made any cool alien terrain. I'd love to hear from you guys and get some inspiration from you out there. See what you did for 40k or D&D or anything like that. Then it was time to throw a bit of flock on there. I used a mixture of static grass and flock to give a couple of colors into this jungle floor here. And I'm also planning on using this in my D&D campaign when my party hits the Feywild. I think this would be a really cool psychedelic forest for a fairy world. I also had a bunch of these little shrubs kicking around, and these are bits and pieces that fell off some trees that I had. So every time a piece would fall off a tree, I would just throw it in the drawer and figured I'd use it one of these days on something. So I just kind of threw them on the jungle floor here, kind of add some color and texture to it. Once I knocked the static grass off and it dried, this thing was really nice. Here you can see one where I used a bit of water effects, a little larger. This one got a great big plant in the middle. This one works wicked for blocking line of sight. Here's a piece with a really tall tree. Kind of adds a lot of height to the jungle. A couple little pieces to scatter about, filling the table. And this piece with some dinosaur bones. I stole a toy from my little man. Hopefully you don't notice. It's now a piece of terrain forever. This is my favorite piece out of all of them. So I made a ton of this stuff. Here's about half of it. I can fill out a 4x6 table quite nicely with a few other pieces of terrain. And I think I achieved that real bright, real colorful alien world look. My Eldar army looks awesome in it. I'm super happy with it. Can't wait to use it in my D&D campaign. Gonna get a lot of use out of this terrain over the years. I also got this awesome video here on my channel. If you want to check it out, go check it out. Smash the like, smash the subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.